So when I had first heard about the Backrooms, becoming a movie, I was kind of taken back. I kind of remembered the short, but not really. But I figured it would be cool, I guess, to see that concept in a full-fledged film. The creature in it is pretty random, unique. It's like it plays with your imagination. So low budget, why not give it a shot for a feature film? And the fact that it's directed by Kane Parson, who is the one that directed the YouTube short. So I didn't realize he was so young, but he's only 20 years old right now, directing this full-fledged feature film for A24, which is kind of interesting because that was one reason I figured this would probably be a good movie, because it's backed by A24, but A24 does most of the time knock it out of the park, but sometimes their shit is pretty random. So seeing that it was an A24 film and then it was directed by the guy that made the short, I was like, all right, this is going to be pretty interesting. Now, the film has already grossed over 200 million, right? Same with Obsession. I mean, they're the two highest grossing films. So I'm going to just go ahead and just talk about the film because I feel like everybody's fucking seen it already. But it was a good movie. I genuinely enjoyed it. I thought the sets were great, very, very similar to the short. I mean, I never saw the creepypasta video or whatever the creepypasta origins were. I didn't realize that it went that far back. I never played any of the games or simulations of it or whatever. The movie was good. I enjoyed it, and I thought it was very, very cool. I do feel like, of course, you had to make the movie more, I guess, accessible to today. So it's like having the whole therapist-patient relation between the main characters was like whatever for me, but I still enjoyed all the backroom parts. And it does suck like that, Clark decided to bring in his employees and then they end up dying, right? It's just like, damn, bro, he's been there multiple times. But anyway, so the film follows Chitwell Ejiofor. That's another reason why I figured I would watch it, because he's a great actor. If Kane Parson was able to pull him into the script, and he's like, it's got to be a good movie, right? And he plays this character Clark that works at this really shitty down in the dumps furniture store that nobody visits. It's like got no traffic. I don't think they show any people there like shopping at all. Not even like one couple that like doesn't even buy anything. And he is going through like a divorce and everything. And so his therapist, Dr. Mary Klein, she's got all these books on like self-help and stuff, played by Renate Rinsve. Rinsve? I don't know how to say her last name. And it's just the movie is pretty much about their, dynamic and relationship of him trying to tell her what has gone on and why he's now living this life of unhappiness and just can't find meaning, I guess. And, in that time of vulnerability, he ends up coming across the Backrooms, this other dimension of rooms that's in that furniture shop. So it's actually like kind of like Click, Bed Bath and the Beyond for sure. But it was cool. Like he ends up going in there and then discovers the Backrooms, starts mapping it out and shit, which is why, like I say, it sucks that he brings in his coworkers and they die. It's like, you've been there a couple times, bro, and you've always made it back, and now they made it go in one time and never come out. But I mean, it was cool. I liked the like I said, the set design, everything at the Backrooms. Having Mark Duplass being this random scientist that's like overlooking or watching footage of them in the Backrooms was pretty interesting. I mean, the only thing I've known him from as of late that I've seen was Creep, so I thought it was perfect having him be this guy that just knows what's up but not really, and wants to know more about the Backrooms, and they're obviously studying it. But I wish that he had more of a significant role in the movie. But apparently, like, they're thinking about making a sequel, which makes sense because the doors are left wide open at the end. Like, they could be, even if this is all in Mary's head now and she's talking to Mark Duplass's character, it still showed him kind of more or less in the real world, like, unless he was in the Backrooms version of his household. Like, I don't know, but it was like, it's perfectly set up for a sequel, and I'm totally for it. But I will say that the creature featured part of the film in the climax was kind of cheesy. Like, I liked the whole mismatched face people being eaten. That was fucking wild. But when the entity came in looking like Clark's fucking pirate self from his commercial of the store, it was kind of cheesy. I would imagine that the creature that was following Clark throughout the beginning of the film was probably like a gas mask figure that probably looked way more terrifying. I mean, it makes sense, I guess, since it ends up picking up the camera before, everything goes black and Mary ends up having to go find Clark. But it's like having it be him and his demon version of himself, or like some whatever mirror self that he sees that is this disgusting creature. It's kind of dumb that it took this like pirate form and it literally had a wooden leg that she was able to break. Like, it was like the whole climax was kind of cheesy. I just didn't like it, but the movie was great up until that point, and then like I said, the ending was great because you're just, it's so ambiguous of like what happened to her. And then even though they do show her all fucked up in the back rooms copied, it's like, again, maybe like this is what's going on in her subconscious. Maybe she can be saved or woken up, snapped out of it, put back together. Who knows? You know, there's a lot of questions and secrets that this film can easily hold, but you know, we won't know until further developments of the story come out, or Kane Parson decides to you know, give any tidbits throughout. But yeah, I generally did enjoy the film. It was fun. I mean, I still got a good laugh out of the pirate guy chasing her. Like, I mean, it was pretty free. It was like being chased by an evil Muppet, you know, like a Sesame Street character gone rogue. But yeah, it was fun, and I could see why, you know, that and Obsession have set the bar so high now for these indie horror films. I mean, it's pretty great, you know. So I still think Obsession is a bit better, but Backrooms was definitely a fun film. This has been Ghost in the Craig. Thanks so much for tuning in. Like, share, and subscribe. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.